And like, because you told us about how, you've got this like social message in the game, and I know that's a big part of sort of you as a studio to put in those social messages. Like, what are the challenges? But I guess firstly, like, what does that mean to you as a studio, to the importance of putting social messages in games? Like, why do you do that? Basically, why?
At first, it was just because we wanted to talk about the subjects, because there are subjects that are important to us as people, and games are a fantastic way of telling stories and giving messages to people, and so we get inspiration from like day-to-day life, and those messages are part of our lives. So we really wanted to talk about them in our games, and I think it's something that is like normal and accepted in like films, movies, in books, in and in games. It maybe took a while to get to mainstream games, but there are a lot of indie titles that touches on social topics. Like, it has been this way for a long time already, and we just thought it was the right thing to do.
Okay. And like, how do you handle that? I guess there's challenges to it from a game development perspective. Like, how do you make sure it fits within the game, like it makes sense, it's delivered properly, but then also from a player perspective. I remember having a conversation with someone who, this wasn't specific to games, but I think it kind of applies, where they were saying, like, is there a danger of putting, I can't remember the exact words they used, but a danger of putting like sort of social messages into your story. And I told him, like, no, the only sort of danger is making a bad story. You can do it. So in terms of like the reaction to your games, like, what is the reaction to that, and how do you handle any potential negative reactions to putting social messages in your games?
First, I just want to say, I think there are social messages in every piece of media, because
well, it's what I said to her. For me, a story has otherwise it's a bad story. If there's no message, if it's not saying anything, then why are you making it?
Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like unconscious. You're talking about stuff that are like related to you, so you will unconsciously give some kind of message, but we just do it consciously. but every story has a message. And for about the players' reactions, they were mostly positive. Of course, some people weren't happy about the topics that we talked about. There was like some messages, like some Steam comments or stuff like that, that were I don't know, like homophobic stuff or sexist stuff, but it was really like not a lot of message. Also, they quickly get deleted. But I think from the players, the reception was mostly positive and good. And also, it's worth mentioning that our games have been let's played a lot by YouTubers, streamers. A lot of people like broadcast our games, and so it's also very wholesome to see the YouTube comment section. Like, for example, there is that video from Jacksepticeye. He made 2 videos about A Normal Lesson. They are like super long, and the comment section are all young people saying, "Oh, thank you for making this. Thank you for talking about the subjects. Thank you for speaking out for tolerance and for like talking about those subjects in a good way to your audience." So our public really wants to see those subjects in games, and mostly it's been really positive. In the press, it's a bit different because everyone has their own idea of how we should talk about those messages, and so some people found that we didn't do it right, and that's their opinion, and on some part I agree that especially for Anomalous Fun, that was the first game, so obviously not everything is perfect in it, and there are something that we could have done better, but mostly positive reaction.
Hey there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also join the GamePad Discord and check out the next event at gamepad.events. We'll see you soon.